Happy Saturday. Everyone should know I have no heaters on in the garage because it is like 60 degrees outside already. It's freaking awesome. I love it. This is why I moved to Myrtle Beach, not that snow we had like a week ago, literally. It's completely insane. So crazy. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Maurice. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Braden. It's been like a weird week. Chris is so sick. He's literally been in bed for like 48 hours. He's moving a little bit today, but not doing well. Good morning, Edwin. Good morning, Dwayne. Today, there's no goal on the treadmill. I haven't been on here in a couple days, so you haven't missed me. I haven't been on. We went out for rollers with the Z06 the other day. That was Wednesday. So that was the first day I wasn't on. And that was super fun. It was beautiful out. And then we got home and Chris was like, I'm so sick. And then that was the end of him. So I've been taking care of him in between clients the last couple of days. Yesterday I had a massage and I was gonna come on and I ended up doing a full rest day. I think I needed it. What's the most annoying question people ask you on the regular? I just hate the perverted questions or comments. Those ones drive me crazy. Other than that, I really don't get annoyed. Thank you, James. Thank you, Ash. Oh, my Instagram one stopped moving. Okay. Now we're on. Good. I'm doing well to hear. Good morning, Santana. I actually have a client at 11 o'clock today. My 10 o'clock had to fly to New York because he does Fashion Week and he got a call back, so very exciting. I am home, James, in my garage gym. Yeah, I'm sure Chris will be fine. It just, he thinks he may have like walking pneumonia. I don't think it is. I think he actually may have like the flu or something because it's kind of hitting him hard and he's kind of, I think he's kind of on the mend and walking pneumonia usually lasts longer, but we'll see. Can I keep a poker face when I get my feet stubbed? Scrub during a pedicure, yes. Yeah, I wasn't on here, Sandy, the last couple of days. If you're just tuning in, Chris was sick, so I've been taking care of him. Trying to just be there for my guy. It's rare that he's down. Usually he just powers through, but when he's like sick, poor guy's like really not feeling it. I feel so bad. It's so sad. But we went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night and I woke up, like sprung out of bed at 6:30. It was like 9 hours of sleep and I felt awesome. So I went to boot camp this morning, which is why I'm not going super fast on here right now. I've already done cardio. Will just got over the flu. Yeah, I have him. He's taking Mucinex. He's got, he found actually this, I guess old wives' tale. It was like soak onions in honey with garlic, and then you let it ferment for 12 hours. and you take like a tablespoon, and you can take it as often as you need to, but it's kind of like a cough suppressant and breaks up mucus. So he's been using that, even though it's apparently nasty. He's like, you should take some. I was like, I feel fine. I'm good. You just enjoy this mess that you made me cook up for you. But it was super easy to make. And other than the smell of onions, super convenient. And when he takes it, the cough subsides a lot. John Mancini, I just got EAAs from Blackstone Labs. I'm not even sure if they dropped yet. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be talking about it, but I plan on trying them today. And they have a flavor called Lollipop, which I'm very curious about. But nobody told me that they were coming out. They just showed up on my doorstep the other day. Very exciting. At what point did you feel confident in yourself to start coaching clients? You know what, honestly, Santana, it wasn't a matter of me feeling comfortable or confident. People started asking me. I've talked about this before, it started with nutrition. So I used to make all my meals just like I do now, take a picture and I'd be like, oh, ready for the week. And then I'd have, honestly, a couple guys from the gym would be like, well, how do you know what to eat? And I was like, well, I ran my macros, I ran Chris's macros, and I meal prep. And they were like, well, can you do that for me? So I ran their macros, gave it to them, and they were like, can you cook for me? So it actually started off as me cooking for several people twice a week. Wednesdays and Sundays, I would make meals. And it started off pretty easy. I was like, oh, I can make a couple extra people's food, no problem. And then it got complex, and I had a full-blown business. So it was like, I spelled out the macros that I was making for the week, and you had to fit it in to your diet, but it worked out great. And then I had people start asking me to just run their macros. And then I started putting a price tag on it because people were like, well, I have to give you something for this. And I used to charge just $50. And people initially had a hard time paying it. But I think when you realize the value that you have and that you're offering, and the fact that I'm checking in with people all the time, I had upped my prices, and I had more people sign up when I upped my prices. So it's so crazy how over time, when you become very good at your craft, how confident you can be to tell people what you charge because your time is valuable. The reason you ask is there's so many different techniques and tricks to working out, and I think it's never ending learning process. Yeah, I mean, there are times I'll see a movement on like a Facebook reel, and truthfully, I'll send it to Chris and I'll be like, this is for me to look back at later. And it's like, oh, when I'm in the gym, I'll go into my messages with Chris and I'll check out a new movement and I'll try it. And if I like it, I'll integrate it into my programming. If I don't, at least I tried it, and now I know I don't like it. And then it's funny too, when I see other more elite trainers posting and talking about certain exercises and why the range of motion is better to do it this way versus that way. And a lot of times it's what I say to do, and it makes me feel like I'm doing it right too. Like, it's nice to check yourself with other people as well, because not everybody knows everything. And you might move a certain way and realize like, wow, if I change the angle a little bit, this is great for my mid back versus my upper back, you know? And there's not necessarily a wrong way to lift. There is a more efficient way to lift, and there's a safe way to lift. So as long as you're lifting safe, that's the most important thing. Shoulders can get really crazy though. If you don't lift right for your shoulders, you can fuck up your whole week. You could end up in PT. So shoulders, you have to be really careful. But like, if I tell you to do you know, a palms up curl and you're out to the side a little bit, you're just targeting the bicep different. You're not gonna hurt yourself. It's just a little bit different angle. Same thing as if you sit down on a bench at a slight, like a slight incline, and you have those palms out, it's gnarly versus standing up. So you can hit different muscle groups from different angles, sitting versus standing, single arm, alternating, static, hit it all different ways. And I believe that as long as you keep changing it up, your body will keep guessing and you'll keep making gains. But very good question. I think that was Santana. I appreciate that. I love good questions like that. Lawrence does his weight standing up. I do a nice mix, actually. There are some exercises that, like a Z press, you have to sit down. It's working your shoulders, it's working your core. Very challenging, but you have to be seated to do the Z press. I'll tell you, it is hot in here and I have no heaters on. I love this weather. If Chris is feeling better next week, I'd like to get out on the boat. Maybe a lunch date. Will, I don't do the same workout twice. I know that sounds shocking to most people that do bodybuilding, but I change up to the point where like I'm doing hamstrings and glutes today. Next week, I might not even have a hamstring and glute day. I might do like back and glutes and hamstrings and triceps. Actually, that sounds like a really good combination. So I change up the splits. The only thing that I do keep consistent is I really, really like training quads on Monday. So whether it's quads and hamstrings or quads by themselves or quads and core, quads and biceps, whatever, I like training quads on Monday because it pushes me and I also like to get it out of the way. And then I have 2 more glute style workouts. One that I pair with glutes often is shoulders because my shoulders have been not healthy. Training shoulders and glutes because I can go so heavy on glutes seems to be a good combination, and I'm selective on my shoulder exercises. So that's been another day that I kind of keep consistent. The rest of them I really do change up. I do not like plateau, and I really like being really sore. And my favorite thing is when a client texts me the day after a session, they're like, I'm so fucking sore. And I'm like, you're welcome and thank you for telling me. I don't feel bad. I feel proud that you went heavy enough to feel sore. I don't hit every body part twice a week. Back, I'll do 1 to 2 times a week depending on how I break my week up. Quads I'll do once, glutes I'll do twice, shoulders once, bis and tris once. I really don't need a lot of arm workouts. What's your hardest lesson? Was it reps, perfect form, or duration? I think grinding out a lot of reps is hard. I used to run in a rep range of, 5 to like maybe 12 on the high end. But now I operate a lot of like 12 to 15 rep ranges. Sometimes, a lot of times I'll get out there and be like, all right, let's go for 15. And if I have more, it's like, fuck it, let's just go for max reps. And it's already heavy and it already sucks. And it's like, if I could squeeze out 3, 4, 5 more reps, I go for it. But that's hypertrophy. That's where you gain the most muscle growth. So if you have a couple extra reps in you at whatever weight you're using, push the reps. Go for it. You're not going to hurt yourself if your coach gives you, a 4x10 and you're on your last set and you're like, man, I could have gone to 15 on that one. Go to 15. Hell, maybe you got 20 in you. Push the reps. And next time, if your coach is giving you 4x10s, go heavier, please. Oh, I'm happy people are enjoying my workout. I'm enjoying it as well. I actually got a ton of stuff done today too, and it's only 10 a.m. I'm 39, I will be 40 in May. Show you my workout too. I've actually thought about lifting live. I just haven't done it yet. I just don't know if I can like talk and lift as much. Oran says he needs an American flag on the wall in his gym. Favorite female CrossFit athlete and trainer? Oh man, I think I'm gonna give it a throwback and say Brooke Ends might be one of my all-time favorites. And I know some people are probably like, some of you might be like, who's that? And some of you might be like, why her? Like, she's not like a top athlete, she just has made it to the games, but she's kind. There's a couple CrossFit athletes that I met in person, and they're so cunty. So I don't know if I can even say that on YouTube, but when you become so big that you're too good to be kind to the people that look up to you, it makes you look so ugly. Like, I've literally gone in, met somebody, and been like, okay, unfollow. I'm not gonna throw people under the bus right now, but it'll be embedded in my head that they were nasty, and that's good enough for me. But like, I've seen Brooke Ends at like the Arnold, the Olympia, walking around with her vlog camera just like me, and like she'll lean in and take a photo, smiling big. It's not an inconvenience, and I love that. And though I don't follow her training, I see how she posts, and I think she trains a lot like me, with like the CrossFit mentality, but throwing in some bodybuilding stuff. So I appreciate that shift as well. And truthfully, I love a good vlogger. Yeah, well, for sure. It's like, you're only cool because we think you're cool. If your fans stop thinking you're cool and stop following you, all that fame goes away. So it pays to be nice to people. Also, like, is life really that bad that you can't just smile for a second? Somebody recognized you. That's pretty cool. Yeah, do you feel like you coach enough personalities to know what type of person you're training? Yeah. So that is one thing I'm very confident about, especially when somebody comes to me for personal training. I just tell them, like, trust me, our first session, I'm feeling you out and seeing like where we can go, what your limits are. And some people just take it and take it and take it. I'm like, oh wow, this is gonna be a really good time. And some people I have to, tiptoe with a little bit, hold their hand, and that's okay too. And then I figure out where to push them or where to kind of trick them into working a little harder without them realizing it. What's a better method, cardio than lift, or lift and end with cardio? I like to end with cardio. However, if your day doesn't allow it, that's okay. You need to do what works for you. So like today, I'm doing cardio. I'm gonna eat. Now I did do boot camp already, so I did like strenuous cardio already. Had a protein shake. Now I'm out here doing some light cardio. I'm gonna eat, train a client at 11, and then I'm gonna be lifting heavy after that. So depending on your goals too, will depend on which way you should lean when it comes to cardio. But typically, cardio after a session, if you're going back to back, is better. You wanna feel strong, really strong while you're lifting. Yeah, Robert, great way to get the body going. Santana said, I notice coaches that see a lot of potential in you and they're the ones that try and make you quit. I don't think they're trying to make you quit. I think they're trying to make you push past your limits. Like there's that red line feeling. Some coaches really want you to get there. And you know, if you're a good coach, you know which ones can take towing that line and which ones cannot. Have fun, Todd. He's getting into training now. None of those teams, William. I have to go with the Carolinas. You're gonna sleep later. Chris Wallace was set to go to sleep after working 12 hours, but he got me locked in to sleep later. Well, I won't be on here too much longer. Like I said, I have to eat before my client, so you can go to sleep soon. If you got any questions, fire them up. Hello, Willie. Thank you for jumping in. Demi says, I'll start my 20 minutes of low impact cardio now. Sticking with the program. Good job. NFL football, unfortunately, is the Giants, even though they let me down year after year. It's embarrassing to say, I know. Yeah, your body is a lot stronger than your brain. If you can train with your mental tolerance, it's easy to deal. Yeah, so one of the strategies that I use, especially if there's like reps involved, and you were to give me like 100 reps or something, I'll take a realistic number. Like I could always do, 10 of something. And I'll just count to 10 and 10 and 10 and 10. And that's called chunking. So when you're doing that, you're getting to that 100 rep mark without even realizing how many reps you did, because you're just like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 sets of 10, and you're like, holy shit, look what I just did. I used to do that in CrossFit a lot. You give me like 50 wall balls, I'm like, okay, I'll pick a number like 4 or 6, like an odd number. So then I really have no idea where I am, and whoever's counting my reps, like documenting my reps, they'll just say like, okay, 5 more and you're done, and I'm good. So I'm just counting 6, 6, 6, and we're good. I don't know. I think I want the Eagles to win this year. I like Mahomes, but I feel like the Eagles, after the last game, have like that winning mindset. And I feel like the Chiefs kind of wrote it in. So unless they come out like the team that they should be, I think the Eagles have it. I'm not pushing real hard today, Marcus. I had said that in the beginning. I already did cardio. I just haven't gone live in a couple days, and I wanted to get out here. The bike is tough. Yes, John. Wall balls are tough, too. The key is don't break. I was in CrossFit. I'm too injured to do CrossFit anymore. That's where my fitness all started, truthfully. Yeah, Chris is sick, so that's why I haven't been on here in a couple days. I've been taking care of Babe. A sick husband definitely sucks. And we do so much together, so we all feel it when one's down. Hello, hello. A couple people jumping in here. Yeah, devil's presses. I had some of those today at boot camp. Those are spicy. You know what, Marcus? There's a lot of people that don't like CrossFit. I think it used to be more CrossFit against the world back when I was CrossFitting. For sure, didn't get along with bodybuilders. I think it's more universally like approved. Like there's enough respect in it now. What else has improved in life after getting physically in shape? Probably everything. Business has been the most exciting thing because when you develop discipline around fitness, you develop discipline, your mind is able to control the discipline that you have and everything else that you do. So it makes a huge difference if you have a way to motivate yourself in fitness. You're like pumped up to get into the rest of the day. Yes, Bentley, I'm doing well. If I miss anybody's question, definitely ask it again. If I'm like deep in thought answering somebody, I might not see your question come in. The snow is gone, William. Yes, thank God. Mark, are you too? I hope you have the best day in human history. Good morning, Ronnie. I'm almost at 30 minutes already. Look at me go. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Marco. Yeah, let's go. Let's get it done. What's your question, Nathan? I don't follow that much sports, William. Ronnie's in California. Plans for the weekend, I'm just taking care of Chris, Ethan. He's sick, so I'm just trying to get him better. Bentley, I'm working out to keep fit. I don't compete anymore. My shoulder's too messed up. But it feels good to be able to still be healthy and fit. Biggest sacrifice I've made to get the body and mindset I want. Honestly, for so many years, I turned down going out, food. Like, how many times did we go out to a restaurant and I'm like, can I just get like chicken and like steamed broccoli? And fun fact, if you go to a restaurant and they have those things on the menu, they can grill you chicken and they can make you steamed broccoli. So don't say no to going out with friends. Go out, enjoy yourself, and eat on your diet. You'll be fine. But I think that's my biggest sacrifice over time, going to like the barbecue and not drinking alcohol and having to explain to everybody that I got goals and I can't get drunk and wake up at 5 a.m. to get my cardio in. But there were times we'd go to a barbecue and I'd get up, do my cardio, go to the barbecue, and I'd get my workout in, go to the barbecue, come home, and I need my second cardio session, and I'm out getting it in. Everybody else is drunk, tired, or still partying, and I gotta get it in. It sucks. But that's where discipline comes in and mindset. And when you start training your mind like that, knowing like, I can do this, I can handle this, throw me something, I got this. You know that you can conquer anything. Yeah, this is for benefits of long term in my life. Yeah, the going out with friends example is a good one. I'm good with peer pressure. Yeah, I mean, me and Chris have been sober for the entire month, and like yesterday, Chris was like, I don't think I'm gonna start drinking again yet. I think I'm gonna ride this out. And I was like, okay. Like, I could go either way. So we'll see what happens. We have my friend's 40th birthday next weekend, and she's one of my best friends, so I feel bad not drinking with her, but we'll see what happens. See how it goes. But yeah, the friends and the peer pressure is hard. But honestly, the friends that press you and press you and press you and press you and don't hear you when you say, like, I have goals and I have to stay on track, those aren't really your friends. They're your party friends, and that's fine. There's a place for them. But your real friends understand. Your real friends are still friends with you regardless. It really wasn't that hard to quit drinking. It actually became, after the first like 2 weeks, it was pretty easy. Yeah, everyone goes through growth with peer pressure. Peer pressure is the worst. It really is. And there have been times where me and Chris are like, we're out and it's like, everybody's wasted and it's like, let's just go home early. We're so not on this level right now. And that's fine too. Hang out until everybody's drunk and then we take off. We're good to go. I'm definitely gonna have to shut this down soon. I don't want to get burnt out. I want to lift heavy later. I am gonna eat before I work out though, so that'll give me some extra energy. But all right, I'm gonna end up shutting it down. I will probably be on here tomorrow, because tomorrow I definitely don't have boot camp. Something declining pressure make it seem like you are arrogant and too good for people. That has been my experience. You're with the wrong friends, Santana. If they think you're arrogant because you're not partying with them, shame on them for not appreciating the goals that you have. Especially like, my goals are always like getting ready for a competition, honestly. It's the people that are trying to lose weight and get healthier. When you have one night of drinking, it sets you back 4 days. It takes you 4 days to digest the alcohol that you consume, whether it's a couple glasses or whether you drank all night long. 4 days. So if you drink on Saturday, you're not good until, what was that, Tuesday? Tuesday or Wednesday? And then you have a couple days where your body's really feeling good, and then you drink again. So those people that can take a full weekend off from drinking and like get the respect from their peers, it's so awesome. You get so much more growth from that. So those are the people that really need the help and the support, and shame on your friends if they're not supporting you. Happy to be an inspiration for you, Andre. Whew. All right. I hope that answers the question. I'm gonna shut it down because I've been up since 6 and I'm hungry. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Have a great Saturday. Stay